So, Charlie, we're just going to start off with some questions to get to know you a little bit better.
Yep.
First one is favourite food and who cooks it?
Favourite food would probably be brisket, and I do all the cooking. So,
Are you a winter or a summer man?
summer.
If you could sum yourself up in one word, what would that one word be?
Intriguing.
If you could write a book about anything, what would that book be about?
History and probably either agriculture or military.
If you could wave a wand over our region and fix one thing, what would that one thing be?
All of the infrastructure.
If you do get elected, what would be your number one priority and how will you go about that?
The number one priority would be trying to get more money from central government for our infrastructure. And I just don't mean the roads, which obviously requires hundreds of millions. I mean, we are beyond any just patching now. It's full rebuilds. So it is close to $1 billion, I believe we need up here. It's also the water. Despite the three waters things, we still need to focus on that, because if National gets in, they're going to reverse that. So we're going to have to concentrate on getting money out of the national government to fix it. If Labor stays in, well, we hope that they're going to fix it. But when you think we're part of half the North Island, I'm pretty sure the poor people at Ruatoria or Tukumara Bay, they're going to be put at the bottom of the chain when compared to Wellington City's issues. So I think we need, the local council's going to have to be jumping up and down, involving media as much as possible, annoying the living daylights out of Curry to get us at that top of the list.
What characteristics do you have that will be good for council?
Good for council. I can listen very well. It's quite difficult to fluster me. I spent 10 years as a rugby referee, so you can imagine all the local colourful language coming from the sidelines. So I developed that skin of just kind of being able to turn off that sort of nastiness and just keep calm and cool and concentrate on what needs to be done at that time. As I said before, a lot of policy and interpretation, which is going to be extremely vital, especially over the next 3 years, especially with a lot of what's coming in, what has happened. I mean, losing our health board, for example, that's going to be, unfortunately, now on council's role to jump up and down about that as well, because now our Three Waters is part of Wellington, our healthcare is part of Auckland. So it's like how we, again, look after the people up the coast and below coast if everyone's in Auckland's going, we need it more. So a lot of, again, fighting against central government, saying your plan for Wellington is not working for Tairafiti, for Gisborne. It's your plan for the Waikato is not working for Gisborne. We need our own plan. Why won't you let us have our own plan?
How do we make them listen?
Lots of submissions. Everyone needs to, when something comes up, everyone needs to put a submission in. And it's making lots of noise. Because that's the only way anything gets done, especially in the political world now, where popularity is everything.
How do you get the community on board to do those submissions to, help push the kaupapa? How do we make that happen?
Employing a few more council staff, because we're very short-handed in the office, and getting them out to the groups. It's organising meetings with the likes of Federated Farms, with iwi, with the Tairafiti Farming Women's group. It's organised with those groups and then getting someone in there to that meeting to explain, right, this is what's coming up, this is the policy, this is what we think is bad. Here's a template of all you have to do is either tick, write what you think, give it to us, we'll send it down.
Who are our at-risk community and what can council do to help them?
The most at risk is people living up the coast. With the mass plantation, it has shrunk those communities. There's no connectivity within those communities because everyone's having to travel so far out for work, or I can't afford to travel anymore, so they move out. And how council can help, they'll be listening to those communities, listening to iwi elders up the coast going, okay, what are your kids wanting to do? What do we need to do? Do we need to try and get an EIT kind of education system further up the coast so kids don't have to travel far? Driver licensing. All the changes that the government's done to that, it's pretty much near impossible for people up the coast to get their car licence. So what do? Well, they just learn how to drive and drive without a licence. Well, then we all wonder why they're in trouble, because we never actually spent the time up there to help them move forward.
What does ultimate Tairafiti look like to you?
A fun, prosperous, thriving area where everyone gets on, happy as Larry, and has the opportunity to succeed in what they want to succeed in. We've got the bones here. We've got the idea with people with the great ideas. We've got the businesses that are flourishing, that offer training and pathways through, but we just got to get that key infrastructure right.
Anything else you'd like to share or would like the community to know?
I'm just get in there, get the job done, get it done right the first time, because it's not cheap doing council work.